Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream. Hopefully the signal is half decent this time. Um, I've been doing quite a bit of work in the garden on the pond. So this is actually my fourth pond. I think, is it my fourth? One, two, three. No. This is my fifth pond. So they say when you build a pond, you go small, medium, and big, and that's how your sort of life revolves around ponds in terms of your building. However, I suppose when building ponds is something that you're interested in, I'm not too fussed about Nikiyoshi fish or this Japanese fish, Israeli fish. Um, they all look nice in the pond swimming, don't they? So I thought I'd do a bit of a live stream, guys, and have a bit of a chat. I ain't done one for a while because I've been really busy. Lots of family issues as well, regarding health issues. So obviously that's taken a lot of my time away from doing this, and I don't get a lot of time off work, so it's do it a bit at a time. So I thought I'd do a live update about my progress so far. I'll do a upload video at some point as well. Just like to do a few lives because some people seem to like them. I'm not sure why, but they do. And I thought I would talk briefly about pumps. So there are pretty much four categories of pumps really. You've got your Veriflow pumps. You have your fixed litre per hour pumps, and you have your small waterfall type, water feature type pumps, and then you have your solar pumps pretty much. And let me just close this door, it's getting a bit windy in here. So what you need to be looking for when you're looking for a pump is what is the wattage, because electricity is quite expensive these days and we want to get as much out of our pumps as possible for a little cost. So Veriflow pumps tend to be quite power hungry, I've noticed. For example, my Evolution Aqua Vari pump, right, it uses 30 watts at 1%, which is quite a lot. And yet I've got a Jabo 5,200 litre per hour pump. Obviously it's not 10,000 litres like the one I've got, but it produces 5,200 litres per hour at 22 watts in comparison to the 1% that the Evolution Aqua pump is running at 30 watts just for 1%. So that's basically 1,000 litres at 30 watts. That's a lot. However, if you get a fixed pump, you know, in terms of its performance, you will find that it actually outperforms all these Veriflow pumps significantly. So, fixed litre per hour. Do your research, be vigilant, look at different brands. There's many different brands out there, whether there's Superfish, there's Evolution Aqua, Laguna. There's many types of pumps out there, and you need to be choosy about what you use. So you know, just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that if you want a pump, do your research and try and find one that does the litres per hour that you want for the least wattage possible. And sometimes that may mean not getting a Veriflow pump, but there's no problem. There's no issue with that. It's not a bad thing to get a pump that's not a Veriflow pump, providing you know what litres per hour you want. The advantage of a Veriflow pump, however, even though it might be more hungry on power, is you can reduce the flow and increase the flow. That's something you can't do with a fixed litre per hour pump. So I hope that that's quite interesting to learn. So what other pumps have we got? Well, you've got your small pumps that you can use for your water features. Typically, they're something between 1,000 litres per hour and maybe 3,000 litres per hour. And then you have solar pumps. Now, solar pumps are a bit rubbish, if I'm honest with you. They just don't generate the power. I think you would need massive solar panels on your house to give you significant enough power to generate. I've had lots of these cheap, these water feature pumps you can buy for like £15, £20, £10, whatever. They're really cheap, and they just stop working after a while, unfortunately. So obviously they're made in China and they're not that great. But anyway, I thought I'd talk about pumps briefly. Also, I want to talk about cost as well. Now you can get, sorry, the sun's in the way, in it. You can get some good pumps, right, that are low wattage, that can be variable. Not many are. There's few that are, and you also want to find a pump that can be dry fitted. Not all pumps can be dry fitted, and that means not putting it in the pond. It's external. So do your diligent research when you're looking for pumps. Um, but these eco pumps you can buy are low wattage. Superfish do one. I've actually bought one, so I'll show that to you guys in another video. At some point I might do it tonight and then upload it on YouTube so you guys can see it. But in general, a lot of Veriflow pumps are not these eco pumps, sorry, are quite expensive, for what they are, but they can be worth it. Anyway, without further ado, I thought I would show you what my progress is on the pond, so let's have a look. Right, so I've been in the garden doing a bit of tidying up, but this is what we're up to at the moment. So as you can see, I've put foam all the way around the pond. I did have a sheet on there. Now it's important when you put the foam onto your project, don't use solvent for solvent adhesive, because it will eat away at your foam. So any sort of grab adhesive you buy, make sure it is solvent free, and then you won't have to do what I had to do, which is that piece there. I had to completely rip it out and put a new piece in, using Unibond, which was non-solvent, relatively cheap, inexpensive. But check out the different types of grab adhesive and find out if it has solvent in it. If it's got no solvent in it, it says solvent free, you should be good to go with the foam. So I thought I'd just show you what I've been doing so far. So here I had a bit of a disaster last night, you could say. I put some corner pieces in there, like there. Let's have a closer look at it. So you guys can get a better look. As you can see there, put a corner piece there. The idea is to make the water flow go around, very similar to what you have in fiberglass ponds. I did a similar attempt at this end. It didn't quite go very well there, so I've had to cut it all out and I'll try again. I'll get some new foam. What I think I'll do is a different method though, because what I was trying to do is here, I was foaming in on the sides and it was coming out and collapsing and all that sort of thing. I think best thing to do is what I'll do is what I did with the plywood in the garage is I'll drill holes in like so and put the put the expanding foam directly in there and let it expand in the drilled holes, and that should work out a lot better than how I've been doing it here. But the idea of this is to make the water flow and go around so there's no dead areas in the corners. I can't really do that over there because there's a tank connector, and obviously we've got the skimmer there as well, the new skimmer. So I thought I'd show you the progress with the pipe work, which should be quite interesting for you guys to see. So this is the pipe work. So here's the surge filter. Obviously we've got a connector got from Japanese water gardens here that allows you to screw in using PTEF tape, adapter there onto 1.5 inch pipe, which this is pressure pipe. Then we've got a T there, ball valve here, and also basically one of those rubber boots at an angle with a hose tail, so I can put something on there if I want to. I can shut it off if I don't want it, and then open it up if I want to attach another filter on with that. So this is all about, you know, having something in your mind and giving you an eventuality of adapting it and adding extra things. So I'm leaving myself with options. So we can either turned off and have all the water going to the surge filter. And I've got some clear pipe that's turned up. So that's my clear connection, and we'll have some clear pipe. So you'll be able to see how mucky the water is when it leaves the surge, which will be really interesting to see. So obviously the pipe work goes down there onto like a little table where the pump is, and another ball valve is fitted, and that is more or less the pipe work in terms of the setup. So we've got pressure pipe comes up here, goes along, up into the surge, rises up and out. At the same time, we can open the valve here and let some water out into a slow filter, like the bowl I've been showing you guys. Doing a bit of tidying up behind there as well, making it a lot neater. As you can see, it looks a lot better now. And all I need to do here really is connect the returns there with I don't know, some sort of rubber boot that goes to the actual skimmer. So that's pretty much ready to go. So essentially that's where we're at the moment, guys. Hopefully you found that interesting. So I'll be putting the liner in probably on Sunday, which is going to be a big job. So that's why I'm trying to get all the foaming done as soon as I can, and allow it to set so I can get the underlay on and then get ready to go. I have noticed that a lot of muck keeps falling in the corners into the actual prepared areas, so I need to clean all that up, and then put the liner in, and then start doing a bit of silicone in with the tank connectors. As you can see, one there, one there. Those are my two returns. We'll force water towards this area here, and hopefully we'll have no dead areas. So essentially what's going to be happening is we've got water in a retro bottom drain in the bottom that gets pushes, obviously pulls the water, and then we've got the two returns from the skimmer, so water will be flowing that way over to the skimmer, recirculated from the skimmer pump, and then coming out of those returns along. So it should be like that. It should work like that in theory. So I thought I'd just show you an update of what we've been up to. So hopefully you found that interesting. Just a little update, because some people was asking how's everything going. So yeah, so I actually measured the pond, and it is precisely 2.5 meters square, and I was really surprised at that. So I bought some capping wood as well. I'm just waiting for some wood sealer to turn up, and I can paint those as well. So that's what we're up to, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.